Hey everybody, back with another brief update for ice extent. There's 41 days left till the summer solstice and melt season kicks off. So we're gonna look really quickly at the Global HYCOM satellite. The link's right there and I'll post it in the video. What you wanna do is click on ice thickness. And this projection has 4 weeks of data and then a week after it. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos on the subject, I have 2 videos that I looked at this ice data the end of last year and the beginning of kind of spring, the end of winter in 2022. So I'll post a link for those ones as well. So I'm just going to quickly look at each kind of individual area and see how things are changing. Now we have 12.5 million kilometers of ice extent now currently, and it's 13th lowest, and that's according to the JAXA Japanese satellite. So it's not very terrible, but as you can see from the overall picture, there's not a lot of like thick ice along this large chunk of the entire sheet. It's just really kind of stacked up here, and that can go very quickly. Here along the edges of Siberia near Japan, you can see this kind of peripheral ice breaking up and dissipating really quick. It should be gone by the time summer starts. The ice in between Alaska and Siberia is also experiencing the same phenomenon. It's breaking up quick and moving back into the area where the North Pole is. I try to pay close attention to these spots of kind of holes in the thickness because it's a lot easier for the solar radiation to hit the water and melt surrounding ice when these kind of gaps form. You'll notice over here where Alaska meets Canada and the thicker ice starts forming, there's kind of a big gap that forms right here, which is very concerning to me because this is the last kind of thick ice. So the more that these gaps form where the thick ice is, the easier it will be for the heat and the lack of ice to break up the remaining thick ice. So this is really concerning to me for the prospect of still potentially getting an ice-free Arctic this year. I don't really think we're out of the woods yet, considering there's not a lot of this ice right here. I should have looked at the scale already. You can see, if you haven't looked at this already, this is 0.5 meter, 1 meter, 2 meters. So the majority of the ice sheet is either 2 meters or under 2 meters, and we have a very small contingent down here that's 3 to 5 meters along the Canadian archipelago and also at the northern part of Greenland. So for me, an area to watch over the next couple months with regards to ice extent will be the area around Svalbard, where notoriously a lot of methane has been coming up around the sea. These Siberian islands, a few of them have pretty long Russian names that I don't remember off the top of my head, but as methane continues to trickle out of them this summer, I'm sure we will all be a lot more familiar with them. You can see that there's already patches of open water around these areas where methane has been known to come out over the last few years. And what's really concerning to me is this, I believe, is the Laptev Sea. All of this is concerning. I don't know why I keep saying it's really concerning. Everything's concerning. So you can see a lot of this 2 meter ice is already melting pretty rapidly down to about 1 meter thick ice and very thin. And this is before we're even experienced 3 months of 24/7 sun at the top of the Earth at the Arctic. So there's already water, open water forming at the edges here. So the Laptev, and this is the ESAS, the Eastern Siberian Arctic Shelf, is over here. So a lot of methane potentially will be coming out of here the sooner this area turns into open water. So it's important to check how soon that happens if we want to know how bad methane's going to get. Thanks for watching this again. Make sure to share this, like and subscribe, all that good nonsense, so we can, spread the word to the 50 or 100 people that actually care about the world ending. All right, y'all, talk to you soon.